Hello, General.
So, what's your story?
Oh, me? I was just a farm boy before I decided that was too boring of a life to settle for.
So, you became a mercenary. Why not join the military?
Oh, I did. But I was kicked out pretty quick. I goofed off a lot. When you're that young, you don't realise how much you're screwing yourself over.
You're not that old.
Yeah, I know. But hey, I ended up here, didn't I? I don't really dwell on could-have-beens anyway.
You must have been to some interesting places as a mercenary.
No, actually. I did a lot of small jobs, kind of stuck around Everlight for a while. Following you around is the most I've ever travelled. I'd never even been to Greyfell before this.
Really? So, what do you think of the city?
It's massive. I thought Everlight was big, but by the Guardians, this place makes anywhere else seem cosy. And this hall, woohoo! I'll try not to break anything.
Greyfell is a wonder, that's for sure.
No kidding. Hey, General, have you got a second?
What's going on?
That dark elf, Cicatrus, do you know if he's hiring?
What?
Oh, I'm not looking to jump ship or anything. I stand by my contracts. I was just thinking after this is over, I'll be in need of work, and Cicatrus seems like a good sort.
You do know what happened to his last company, right? The Deathman?
Yeah, but that was a different time. From what I've seen so far, the Black Company seemed like an honourable sort.
If you'd like, I could put in a good word for you.
Well, that'd be swell. Thank you, General.
How about you keep your mind focused on the task at hand?
Of course, General. I apologise. Now, did you need something?
What are your thoughts on our progress?
Well, we got you safe and sound to Greykeep, right? Mission accomplished.
That's a very positive outlook, even after all it took to get here.
Oh, those dwarves you mean? You'll sort it out, General. And that's why I'm sticking around. Sounds like whatever's going on, you'll need some muscle.
Yeah, I just might.
Then you can count me in. I really wish we could have helped those villagers. To have your very essence stripped from you. Makes me feel like a naked birdie every time I think about it.
I know. I can't help but feel that we failed them.
Don't worry, General. Once you figure out who those dark elves were, we can focus on making sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. That's the best we can do for them now.
Agreed.
Tiara's tits. Those Eliani seem like an uptight bunch. Still, I'm glad we helped them out. And that prophecy of theirs fits right in with the dread and despair they like to drape themselves in.
You don't believe in Jakku?
Oh no, I do. I just don't care much for prophecies in general. Even I can predict one day the world will end. Give it long enough, and eventually it'll be true. I have to be honest, General. When your quartermaster signed me on, I thought, sure, simple job. No one ever said anything about a bloody giant spider queen.
You're afraid of spiders?
Normal spiders, no. But that wasn't a normal spider, was it? That was being trapped underground with a spider that could swallow me whole wearing a bloody tiara like she's going to a princess party.
Don't take you to spider princess parties. Got it.
Oh, I need to go hit something. Don't tell Cicatrus. But Sorobi was pretty hot.
Why am I not surprised you have a crush on Catrus's daughter?
I mean, it's very much in a respectful, please don't come anywhere near me kind of way. The way she manipulated those orcs. Cicatrus should be proud. Terrified and proud. One step forward, two steps back, right? Still, that was a close call.
Too close.
Maybe. But hey, the ritual wasn't a full failure, was it? There's some good news among the bad, at least.
How are you always so upbeat?
I don't know, General. I guess I'd rather spend my time focusing on the positive than dwelling on the negative. You know, I wasn't fully convinced the Blackstone rebels would pull it off.
You? With doubts?
I know, right? I just hope that prince of theirs is as flexible as they believe.
What do you mean?
Well, what if Malik had a point? Sure, he might have gone too far, but it would be a shame if all this just results in another tyrant.
Well, it's up to the dwarves now.
True. I have a good feeling about this upcoming mission.
You do?
Yeah. If there's one thing I've learned from following you around, General, it's that you have the grit to make things happen. In short, I believe in you. So let's go kick the Dark Crescent's arse.
Yes, General.
So, what's your story?
Blazes. I've been vetted already, General. You can tell that quartermaster to search the records all he wants.
Easy. I just wanted to know more about you.
Oh. Well, in that case... No. Sorry, General. I don't get paid to chit-chat. You want me to hit something? I'm there.
Okay, then. How do you think we're doing?
Escorting you was supposed to be an easy job. Not that I'm complaining, really. I like a little excitement now and then.
Remind me to throw myself into danger more often then.
Throw some coin and maybe I'll follow too. Still, whatever those dwarves are up to can't be good. That swamp village. Blazes, that was like walking in a nightmare.
Yeah, it was pretty disturbing.
And Samza. Ugh. Overall, though, I think it was a success. We did the job. And more than that, we have a face to our enemy now. Those Aliani. How much do you know about them? Why would one of them so eagerly volunteer to join you?
You mean Kaiawu? You don't trust him?
I don't trust anyone who claims to be acting out of the goodness of their heart. Everyone wants something.
Maybe he wants to save his people. Not everyone is motivated by coin.
All I'm saying is, with a mercenary, you know what they want. But if you trust him, that's the last I'll say on the matter. I gotta hand it to those rebels. They know how to hit where it hurts.
They sure do. There was a lot of gold and weapons they took.
If it were me, I'd forget about this whole rebellion thing. Take the gold, go somewhere far away, and relax.
And that's why you're not in charge of moving the gold.
It's good you were able to keep the Black Company on. I heard the stories about their leader. Aside from the treason, he seems dependable.
Just the treason, huh?
He keeps his contracts, pays fair, and his men seem competent. I've known military commanders who couldn't claim the same.
I suppose that's true.
Wonderful.
Really?
Of course not. What kind of question is that? We just got our arses handed to us. We almost died.
If that's how you feel, I'm surprised you're still here.
What? You think I'd leave right when it gets good? No way. I'm looking forward to giving those Dark Crescent shits some payback.
Good to hear.
That was a great fight. Blazes, what I would give to relive that.
You do know a lot of people died, right? Innocent people.
Yeah, sure, that's horrible. But the toppling of madmen in power, the freedom of chaos. Tiara's tits, that was good.
Huh. Noted.
You see? I told you. That Aliani was suspicious, I knew it.
I think Kaiawu's more than proven himself since joining us.
Yeah, sure. But hey, for what it's worth, General, I'm proud to have worked for you, even without the coin.
Wait, you haven't been paid?
Nah, the contract ended about a moon ago. Some things you just have to see through, though, you know?
Yeah.
Now enough talking. Let's get him, General.
The last time we were on the road, you mentioned you actually met Rondar Lacane once. Was that true?
I don't know if that's something to be impressed about, but yeah, I met him. Mind you, this was back during the Mage Rebellion. The company I was with at the time, the Scarlet Wolves, they were fighting some rebels out by the Iskander border. Lacane happened to be there.
And? What was he like?
He seemed genuinely devoted to helping the wounded and sick. This was before his cult of followers, before his anti-mage agenda, before any of that crap that most people know him for. I only remembered it was him because he kept preaching about Aenir. But that's the thing, General. He seemed so innocent, so innocuous. I bet you not one person who met him in that village could have predicted what he would become.
Really? Surely someone with radical views like that would have shown some inkling of who they really were.
Nope, not a clue. I guess even the best of intentions can stray down a dark path.
Yes, General?
So, what's your story?
Not much to tell there. Lost my folks some years back, no other family. So I left my village. Discovered I was good in a fight, and here we are.
Do you have any interesting jobs before this?
More interesting than what we've been through? Nah. Most of my jobs were for minor nobles. Stand there and look tough. Gets boring.
I see. What do you make of all this?
Ah, well, I'm used to simple jobs, General. But at the end of the day, a fight is still a fight. Everything else are just details.
That's a practical outlook.
It is. And it's kept me alive so far, so I'll stick by it.
You always seem tense whenever I see you milling about. How about we grab a pint of ale later?
Oh, that's a kind offer, General. But I'm afraid I have to decline. I don't drink, you see.
Oh, I didn't realize.
That's all right. I know it's not a popular preference, but that's fine with me.
Okay, then what do you do to relax?
I do like tea. Usually I hunker down in a quiet corner with a good book.
Well, let's grab a pot of tea sometime then.
Yeah, that would be nice. Thanks, General.
You know, I noticed the last time we were on the road you were pretty engrossed in a book. What was it?
Oh, I hope I didn't seem distracted from the job. I've been reading Legends of the Guardians Volume 2. I can't seem to put it down.
Isn't that a fairy tale book for children?
Well, yes, the main audience happens to be children, but it was written by one of the first scholars from the Creators Guild.
You think these tales have some truth to them?
Maybe. The scholar wrote this in his twilight years, and apparently he was pretty delusional by that point. Still, it's such a page-turner.
Maybe I'll check out Volume 1 when I have time.
Oh, you should. Let me know when you get to Chapter 5, Tiara's Tongue Twister.
Okay.
Yes, General?
So, what do you think of Greykeep?
Hard to imagine this area was once a war zone. Leave it to the Crown to make sure they pretty up their own house first. Still, food's good.
So, what's your story? How did you become a mercenary?
Nothing interesting there, General. I passed your ambassador's reference checks, if that's what you're worried about.
That's not why I asked. I'm more interested in learning about you.
I'd rather not say. I became a mercenary, and I'm good at what I do. That's all that matters.
Okay. I heard you've been to Imperia. I don't meet a lot of mercenaries who travel that much.
Blazes, who told you that? Yes, I've been there. I've been a lot of places. What of it?
Where else have you been beside Imperia?
I had a few jobs that took me out of Imperia every now and then. Most of the time I was guarding convoys from Onyx Bay to the city. Been to Cathay once, too.
Cathay must have been quite a sight.
Sure, if you like uptight military types. No offense, General.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of Imperia?
I wonder if they call it the Golden City because of all the sand, or all the piss staining the streets. I miss the bazaar, though. The smell of the spices hits you in the face as you enter, and everywhere you look, there's a flash of gold and silks like a mirage of wealth. There's nowhere else like it.
Yeah, there really isn't. What brought you back to Northander?
Nothing as scandalous as your reason, whatever that might be. When I heard the wars were finally over, I decided to come back and see what was left.
You came back after the war? I would have thought you'd come back during it when there was coin flowing.
Sure, but the Betrayers' Uprising and the Purging of Mages, I like good pay, but I also don't want to go up against an enemy that can burn the flesh off my bones with the snap of their fingers.